I'm Milan. Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Milan.
Milan.
You're the Naked Cowboy.
I've been to your city
Oh, nice.
in Italy. Milan?
Yes, sir. What is
Just joking.
What's
Rob.
your name?
Well, I'm the Naked Cowboy, keeping it real for you. I'm the Naked Cowboy. You gotta do what you gotta do. Name's Robert Burke, B-U-R-C-K, German.
Thank you, Robert. And for how long have you been the Naked Cowboy?
I was actually born naked almost 53 years ago, December. I've been here in Times Square 25 years and 36 days. My anniversary was on August 30th.
And how long have you been the Naked Cowboy? Like you became the cowboy and grabbed the guitar and...
1998, I was shooting for Playgirl magazine on Venice Beach, California. I went while shooting for that magazine on a day I wasn't shooting. I was on a trip from Cincinnati to California, Venice Beach. I went on the boardwalk and I sang and played I was trying to be a cowboy, a country singer, a model, or an actor. So I was shooting the magazine. On my off time, I was dressed as a cowboy, but fully clothed on the boardwalk for the first day. I think it was in 1998, in May, because that's when I shot the magazine. The photographer, after I made no money on the beach in my clothes, suggested, why don't you play in your underwear? It's shooting me naked, so why don't you play in your underwear? Do something different. So I did. I made the news. First day I made over $100, and he called me Naked Cowboy. So I trademarked it shortly thereafter, and now I'm a millionaire several times over as a result of our licensing on Naked Cowboy oysters, Naked Cowboy scallops. I do cameos. I have commercial endorsements I've done for years with $1,000 an hour appearances. I do about $150,000 a year here in Times Square, and I could go on and on all day.
So the amount of confidence you have to be doing this is absolutely incredible. What would your wisdom be to men today, young boys today?
Read some motivational books. Tony Robbins' Unlimited Power is the one that got me started. I wrote out my ideal day, my physical goals, financial goals, social goals, emotional goals, historical goals. I'm the happiest, healthiest, wealthiest, most beautiful man in the world. I'm the most celebrated entertainer of all time. I experience exponential growth of my name brand at all times. I don't get old. I don't get sick. I only get rich. I only get famous. I have journals that would stack this high and go all the way to those red steps since 1998. I spend 2 to 6 hours a day, for over 30 years, writing about how great. Again, I can go all day. It's all I do is write about myself. I read books like Emerson, Nietzsche, all the philosophy, Zig Ziglar, Deepak, you name it. 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, Anthony Robbins, all of them. And I constantly pull these books right here from my book every single morning. I'm there 2 hours, taking all the stuff I love, and it's just rehashing it, then rewriting about myself and building my confidence. And at a certain point, you recognize that whatever the hell you put in, that is exactly what you'll express. I am God Almighty, period. No one's going to convince me otherwise except for somebody who thinks they're not. So take your shit. I'll speak to your master when he comes. I'll talk to nobody but myself. That's how you do it. You write it down, whatever you want, and you get it. And nobody knows it until they do it. I was just with someone in Florida. A friend of mine died. I've known him for over 25 years, over 30 years. They're an older couple, man and woman. The man died. The woman, I went over there, and when I was there, I've known them. I go there every year for spring break, but I went down just 3 days ago. So we were in Siesta Key. I worked the beach all 3. I did everything else. Went to a celebration of life. I went to her house. I had a bunch of pieces of paper. I did this before I left. She had no idea I was going to do this. I wrote, she kept saying, it's Murphy's Law, Murphy's Law. I wrote Murphy's Law like 10 times on different paper. Grief, misery, whatever. I took her aside. I gave her a piece of paper, said, crumble up, throw in the garbage. Crumble up, throw it. I just, Murphy's Law, crumble up, over and over and over. It's simple shit like that, where you externalize it and throw it away. Just little tricks like that, or having someone tell you what their problem is and then interrupting them. Don't let them finish the story. Tell me again, interrupt the story. I mean, it's just patterns in your head. You can put anything you want in and live it. It's that simple. I am God Almighty, Lord of all time. A Messiah is nothing but a liberator of oppressed people. Lord just means law.
Is that what you are, a liberator of oppressed people?
Aren't I? Don't I go to people all day long, and don't people come up to me all day and ask me something, and aren't people going to hear this and be like, and break out of the shell, and don't people see me all day long? Don't I get thousands of emails telling me, oh my God, I see you doing what you want to do, I'm going to do it too, I can do what I want? Yeah, of course I am.
Why do you do what you do?
Exactly that. To impact, influence, motivate, and inspire every living soul on the earth, dead, past, and tomorrow. No one will ever be more than I am. That is the goal, period. And I achieve it every minute of my life.
How do you feel about your ego
can't laugh.
ego in this place, like in the place of what you do?
In my what?
Ego. In like
Ego is, there's no such thing as not having an ego. And all the sweet little people like, I'm not going to do my ego, are just getting their kicks by not having an ego. As long as you're thinking you are in the past, read your Krishnamurti, there's nothing you can think, know, whatever, that's not the past. The only way you can get rid of the past is to start right here and go for it. With a brand new passive awareness, go forward, look around, and be new, and let everything go. Then, you are the now, lest ye be as a child, ye shall not enter the kingdom of heaven. He who sets his hand to the plow, and looks back, is not fit for the kingdom of heaven. I could take you through Shintoism, Taoism, Hinduism, any one of them. They're all the same shit hashed out another way about being in the now.
I got another question for you. How do you stay in great shape?
I eat perfect and I train perfect.
What define perfect for the
Chicken and veggies, water and coffee, lean protein and veggies. That's it. No fruit, nothing but chicken and veggies. That's how I do it. I do cardio, 25 miles a week running for 37 years. And I train biceps, triceps, every single body group, just like a traditional bodybuilding. Make sure I maximize as much weight as I can on each muscle group. It gets easier as you go over the years. Now it's getting winter, so I'm slowly packing on weight. I'm getting about 10 pounds in the last 3 weeks, and I'll get to about 200 pounds, another 20 pounds by January, and I'll be back to 180 by early March. Every year I've gone up, down 25 pounds, eating the exact same food, increasing the quantity of the food while decreasing the aerobics.
Incredible.
And I'm coming out here, and instead of being here like 6 hours, I'm doing 20-minute bouts back in the ground, jogging with my fur coat on. I got my waist warmed back up, 20 degrees, 20 minutes.
Wow. Thank you so much for this time. A couple more questions.
Again, all this is doing is building everything I'm saying in the state of emotional intensity, reminding myself, and I'm just going to be bouncing off the wall.
Do you have a partner? Are you married? And
I have a wife. I married her 11 years ago. I'm her first husband. She's my first wife. She's 17 years my minor. She's a professional belly dancer, but now she's also a Naked Cowgirl, a franchise.
Naked Cowgirl.
I own the property Naked Cowboy, the same intellectual property as Naked Cowgirl. So we have licenses with other people. Again, all of our products are licensed through Naked Cowboy Enterprises. My manager.
Do you tour around the world? Do you go to like Burning Man or something?
Been to Germany 4 times, Japan twice, Mexico 5, England, Norway, Australia. Going on all Naked Cowboy appearances, Naked Cowboy in their cities. Yeah.
What is the hardest thing you've had to go through?
Nothing is tough. It's just no. There's no such thing. Nothing is hard.
What taught you that lesson?
The only thing that's going to keep you from being an alcoholic, a drug addict, a whiny about your mother, your father, your sexuality, what color you are, and all that bullshit, is to find what you like to do, find a way to do it that pushes you to do that every day and make that bigger than everything else. You have to have your own ideal of yourself that you're pursuing so that nothing else matters. Like I said, if you know exactly what you want, then you just focus on that, and all the bullshit that would normally distract other people or distract you, it won't.
One final piece of wisdom for the world, what would it be?
If you really want to live and feel the way I feel, you've got to whip out your balls of steel. If you really want to live and feel the way I feel, you've got to whip out your balls of steel.